Coldwell Banker Real Estate's luxury home marketing program continues to build its success through the Coldwell Banker Previews International program. Through the Previews program, Coldwell Banker has represented an impressive array of the world's most fabulous real estate. Brian Selem is a sales associate with Coldwell Banker Previews International in Brentwood. Brian, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Mike.
What's a short sale?
Primarily a short sale is when a homeowner is requesting the bank take a loss on the property as far as the loans. The value of the home is below the total encumbrances on the property. It could even include closing costs that might be involved, as well as property taxes or other missed payments need to be calculated into that concept of whether the bank is going to have to forgive debt.
So how do homeowners find out if their property is a potential short sale?
First off, the question should come up for the homeowner when they feel like they might be missing payments, when that time might come up. And then the way they could find out is they can call a short pay specialist, a realtor who's a short pay specialist. Ask them to help them to investigate that. And the realtor can go through a title company and other documentation that the homeowner could provide to help them establish whether they would be a candidate for a short pay.
So what options do they have if they're starting to miss payments?
Well, hopefully they have contacted a specialist, a realtor who's a specialist in short pays prior to missing payments. They really should be contacting somebody hopefully 2 to 3 months before they've missed them, because most people will get the feeling that this is going to happen. Now, once that happens, the process should be that they first attempt to do what is called a loan preservation. They should communicate with their bank to try to restructure the loan that they have. That would be the first step. And then the bank oftentimes will come to them, either modify their interest rate, reduce their principal amount, and this could be modified for a period of 3 to 18 months is usually the trend. Now, if for some reason they're unsuccessful at establishing the loan preservation, then they can go and try to market the property for sale. And if the property, again, is valued less than the encumbrances, then you have a short pay. Then they would follow that process by, again, contacting a realtor who would be a specialist in that. And the next step would be that they may, if the bank, again, turns down the short pay, which happens, then they can do what is called a deed in lieu of foreclosure, which is not as intrusive on their credit as having an actual foreclosure. And then the foreclosure, of course, is the element that would happen next.
And the average time for a short sale?
The average time for short sales, well, the short sale process is 4 to 6 months on average, I'd say. It's quite a long period of time, and through Coldwell Banker and programs that I'm working on, and the banks directly working with the banks, trying to create a better time frame for those processes so that we get those sped up a bit.
So how is then Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage working with the banks to streamline the process?
Well, what we've done is we've put together a package that has consistency, so that throughout the country, when the banks see a package that we have to submit, to present to the bank the short pay, that is consistent now. Now they'll know where to go to look for different parts of the documentation. It creates a more professional aspect to that. And we are trying to professionalize having certified agents that are short pay specialists, so that they know all the intricate processes that are involved in getting these done. So the whole object of it is to professionalize it through the banks and through the whole system so that we can get a better result for the consumer, because that's the most important thing here. People are suffering, and through these programs they will suffer less. It will have a less of an impact on their credit to be successful with the short pay process. It shores up the economics in any community that they're being done. The banks are benefiting because the properties are not losing as much value. What my statistics I found is that it's taking a year from the time they could have taken a short pay to the time they actually foreclose, and the average loss in value is 30%.
Wow.
Well, they've got foreclosure costs, intrinsic ones, but not to mention the value of the home is in a downward market, so the values are going down every day that it's not being sold. Then you've also got issues when the property is left vacant through people vandalizing it, and the property falls into disrepair. Certain elements, like even the curb appeal of the lawn, that in itself creates blight in the neighborhood, and then there's a lesser value feel. And people, when people are able to move through a short pay, the homeowner's still there. He's still, taking some pride in the property as it transfers. Exactly. So it's a significant difference.
If somebody wants to, say, have a talk to you about this, discuss these things, how do they get hold of you?
Well, they should call me directly at 310-442-1644. And I'll be happy to discuss any matters that they have and direct them in the right direction.
Or a website too?
Well, a website, WLAproperties.com. They could reach me through there. But also, there is a government organization that was established at 888-995-HOPE. And you can call them, and they're free. That service is free. They will help you with loan preservation. They don't deal with the other aspects of a short pay. And the other value should be noted to the consumer, that the realtor is the only source they could go to that is only going to get paid if they're successful at achieving the results. There's other business professionals, but they all charge. And there's a lot of scam artists out there. No one should be giving money to anybody up front on these things, in my eyes, unless you're dealing with certain circumstances like fraud and you need an attorney. But that 888-995-HOPE is the first step. They could probably direct you best through any direction you have to go, as well as a realtor who's a specialist in short pays.
Some great advice, Brian. Thank you very much.
Sure.